And I did the same thing for my book, I don't even look it up.
Alright, on a 6.
On a 6?
Yeah, this is sort of need this spell for my army. Give him a bit more survivability, so I was hoping for an arcane, you know, what do you do? And a 4, that's great. We're starting off well.
Yeah, I just thought I'd delay the intro for this game, but welcome to another battle report for Age of Sigmar. And I've got a game against Paul and his Swifthawk Agents. Never played these guys before. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting battle report. Definitely was an interesting game. Hope you stick around for the entire bat rep, which is going to be more than an hour and 50 minutes, I think, looking from the timeline. But yeah, Swifthawk Agents, and yeah, it looks like they're a very maneuverable army. This is the Battalion War Scroll that was from the Dawn of Spire box set that was just re-released by Games Workshop. Yeah, this is actually a practice game for Cancon, which is Australia's biggest gaming convention, and both Paul and I will be going to Cancon to compete. It's over at Canberra, and it's going to be a 2-day event, and we're practicing with our 2,000 point armies. So again, I'm using the Ironsplitterz army, which is a combination of Ironjawz and Bonesplitterz. This is roughly my 4th game with them now. Doing okay with them. I was tossing up between Bonesplitterz or the actual green screen Auric units, but I think I'll prefer the Bonesplitterz models because look, they have the same save in combat, which is 5 up. And the good thing about Bonesplitterz is that they're 2 wounds each, as opposed to the Aurics, which are only 1 wound each. So yeah, you saw at the start of the video that Paul rolled for his magic casting in the hero phase, and he failed to get off the spell from the Archmage, which is a really good spell. It's a 6-up spell, and you get in a 16-inch bubble, you get a 6-up ward basically. So roll a dice for every wound suffered, and on a roll of a 6 you get to ignore it, so really handy. So yeah, I managed to win the deployment, and I let Paul go first. You know, I want to see what Swifthawk Agents can do, and judging from all this movement right here, they're pretty maneuverable, pretty fast.
You're gonna run.
So yeah, the scenario we're playing in this particular game is 3 places of power. So have a hero within, I believe it's 6 inches. Again, I think we played 3 inches in this game. I'm so used to just assuming it's 3 inches, but I'm sure it's 6 inches. Let me just double check with the GHB, which I have right in front of me. And we have 3 places of power.
Oh yeah, I always see that. See on TV.
Oh, it is 3 inches. Okay, so a player controls an objective if, at the end of any move, a hero from their army is within 3 inches of the objective. Only one hero can control each place of power at a time. If more than one is eligible, then the first to arrive controls it. If a hero slays an enemy hero controlling a place of power, then they immediately gain control of the place of power if they are within 3 inches of it. So yeah, it is definitely 3 inches. It's one of the scenarios which I play very little of, so it was good to have a test run of it. Now in my army list, I've got the Auric Megaboss. Obviously he's my general, and he's got the Bellowing Tyrant command trait along with the Battle Brew. I'm also running the Weird Fist Battalion War Scroll for the Ironjawz. So I've got the Weird Knob Shaman, and he's packing the Talisman of Protection, just to, you know, just a little bit of magical defense in case people try to snipe him out. I've also got 2 War Chanters and a Moonclan Grot Shaman. Now, really liking the Moon Clan Shaman. So, you know, he's got the ability of drinking the, well, not drinking, but eating the Madcap Mushroom. So on a 2+, you get to add 2 to his casting and unbinding rolls. However, if you roll a 1, then he pretty much can't do anything. And that including not being able to unbind during the opponent phase. So that's pretty big. It is on a 2+, so it'd have to be pretty unfortunate. And of course, his spell, the Curse of the Bad Moon. So on an A+, excuse me, on an A+, pick a target within 18. That unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. And then for all additional units within 6 inches of that model that you picked out, roll a dice on a 4+. They also suffer D3 mortal wounds. So you know it's good for a bit of crowd control, especially if your opponent likes to stack their characters within a certain area. Is technically going to be my support caster for the game. So you know if I'm not, oh, excuse me, I've got a really dry throat. So yeah, so you know, using the Weird Fist Battalion along with that support casting is going to help. So I'll be using him to hopefully take out the last few wins of a special character, or you know, cast a Mystic Shield on another unit, stuff like that. So we're still on Paul's turn 1. He's in the shooting phase, and we all know that Ironjawz don't really like any sort of shooting phase whatsoever. I should have told you as well. That's my general.
Okay.
He's got Bellowing Tyrant. I guess now's a good time to talk about Paul's actual army list for his Swifthawk Agents. Now, I believe that the Battalion War Scroll was derived from the excuse me, Dawn Spire of Dawn. Yeah, the new Age of Sigmar box set that includes the Elves and the Skaven, and it's actually a pretty decent Battalion War Scroll. So it's actually got the points values inside the box set, and that particular War Scroll is only about 40 points. So it consists of the High Warden, which is the elf on the Griffin. You've also got the Archmage. And you've also got Swordmasters. Now those two units aren't particularly Swifthawk Agent units, but if you include them with this particular Battalion War Scroll, they gain the Swifthawk Agents keyword. So that's why he's able to add him to the army. Yeah, so he's also got a big block of Spire Guard, which is the old Lothan Sea Guard. You got the Shadow Warriors as well, which is just inside the woods, just inside at the top of the screen there, and 2 units of 5 Illyrian Reavers as well. Illyrian Reavers, they're pretty good, really fast. You've got the option of rolling 2d6 before or after you shoot, and you can move them that many inches. So you know they're very maneuverable. They're good at harassing flanks. Obviously taking out war machines and character hunting. So yeah, they're a really nice unit to have.
Oh no, this has a different range. 15. 4's hit with these guys. That was good.
And if I remember correctly as well, he's also got 2 units of Skycutters, which aren't part of the Battalion War Scroll, but they are Swifthawk Agent units.
That's a rule for them. If they're in cover, the whole unit.
Yeah, so just in case we were wondering what the abilities of the Guardians of the Dawnspire Battalion War Scroll, they've actually got two abilities. So one of them is the Emissaries of the Eldritch Council, and basically, yeah, that allows the Archmage and the Swordmasters to gain that Swifthawk Agents keyword.
Yeah, they're not bad. So if something does come out, then they can fight. Yeah.
And of course, the second ability is called Martial Defense.
So
So in your hero phase, you can select one Guardians of the Dawnspire unit that is within 16 inches of their High Warden. This unit can either immediately move as if it were the movement phase, they cannot run as part of the move, or shoot as if it were the shooting phase. So that's a really neat ability to have, especially because elves, little to no armor, 1 wound each, and they're very elite, so they cost quite a bit of points games wise. So that extra round of shooting just to whittle down your elite units or other stuff that they know will hurt. Any bit of shooting, anything helps really. So yeah, another neat ability that I really like about the Swifthawk Agents is the pennant on both the Skycutters. It's got a really good range, 16 inches, and for every Skycutter that's within that bubble gets +1 to their wound. So they don't have that much rend in the army, so they are packing a lot of dice, and of course it's the sheer amount of dice that you're throwing towards your opponent as well. So most of the stuff I believe is 3s to hit, especially Swordmasters. They're getting 2 attacks each, and any bonuses obviously to get +1 a wound is going to help as well. It's a very maneuverable army. I really like it. I like the look of the elves. I did elves for 8th edition, Kings of War, and I think eventually they will release a battle tome for elves or wanderers or Jukai or whatever you want to call them. There's so many sub factions now for the elves that it's not funny. But I'm hoping that maybe after the Zinch battle tome, you never know, they might go towards elves. Because elves being magic orientated. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what Games Workshop will be releasing this year. So as you can see, Paul's moved up all his heroes, including the High Warden and the 2 Skycutters, towards those objectives, and his thinking is that he wants to get those points ASAP. So moving over to my turn. Oh no, not yet. I think we're just saving from the shooting phase. So yeah, Paul's got a bit of shooting. The Spire Guard can shoot. Reavers can shoot obviously. And he's obviously those Shadow Warriors who gain bonuses once they're fully in cover. So yeah, now it's my turn. So I've also got a Wolf Chariot down that very right flank. My thinking of the Wolf Chariot is that it's an easy 40 points that fills in the gaps. It's another deployment drop, which is something that I'm considering because I usually I'd like to dictate who goes first in the games, but it is another screening unit. It has some shooting. 2 attacks, 5s to hit, 5s to wound. It's not the best, but it's something. But yeah, mostly I'll just be using it for screening. So yeah, this is really just the boring part of the destruction hero phase. Just moving with the Rampage's ability.
You can't convince her to change your mind. Actually, sometimes go off and watch
I do kind of miss the Iron Fist, but just having the Weed Fist around, just for extra range attacks and the options of rolling the 5 dice or, well, knocked over some models. That can't be good. Yeah, rolling the 5 dice for the battalion ability to to gain an extra 6 inches here or there and the extra mortal wounds. It's
You mind too, eh?
I wouldn't say it throws a lot of people off. I think, you know, people tend to forget it because it's not a battalion war scroll that they see very often, especially from Ironjawz. It is quite pricey as well at 100 points. So, you know, at 100 points, if I didn't add the battalion war scroll for the Weird Fist, I'd actually have 140 points left over,
Just get the thing.
and I'd probably take the Orc War Boss with the Great War Banner. So he allows all Auric units within 16 inches to reroll ones to wound. So yeah, that'd be nice too. But still tinkering around with the list. Sorry, pardon my English. It's something definitely I got to play test in the future. But I think for now, I think I'm comfortable with this list because, you know, I like the synergies. People ask me why I take the Ironsplitterz. Again, it's because, you know, it plugs a hole in an Ironjawz army, and it does lack screening units. So 3 battle line units of 100-point savage orcs, you know, and yeah, I think it's just too good not to take. Will it be changed in the next Generals Handbook? Probably. I mean, 100 points for a unit with 20 wounds, 6 up base save, 5+ in close combat, bravery 5. I mean, it seems alright to me, but, you know, obviously that's, you know, a bit of a biased view there. But you know, just got that gut feeling they'll be put up to 120 points.
I wouldn't have moved them up, except for the fact I want to try and get some points. Because once your army just piles in, I'm in trouble. Because you've got a lot of bodies there.
A lot of hitty stuff.
So try and get as much points now, you know what I mean? Like, don't forget Savage.
I can't do them.
Oh,
yeah.
That's the champion, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only been 6 of them. So I'll do his Bellowing Tyrant first, see what the range is. 3. Let's go ahead and put it on the Black Orcs.
What's that one do?
Just +1. Yeah, just another thing to note, guys.
Oh, that's on the big.
Yeah, just another thing to note, guys. This game was played at my place. So I do have a 3-month-old daughter along with my 4-year-old daughter. So, you know, they do make a lot of noise in the background. There's a lot of crying involved, and obviously, you know, the missus has to look after him while I'm playing games. You know, kudos to my missus who lets me play games at my place and looks after the little ones. So yeah, occasionally you will hear some crying. Yeah, as long as you can put up with it, I will do my best to minimize the volume and at least talk over those certain parts of the video, and just to minimize the amount of baby crying that you hear in the background. So I was still part of the hero phase, just moving around, doing the magic. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to cast Arcane Bolt, which, spoilers, but yeah, well, there you go. I'm rolling for it now. I'm seeing what's within 10 inches of the battalion, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the spell off. Yeah, so unfortunately I did roll Snake Eyes for that roll, even though I was getting +2 to the cast, so it would have been 3 to cast, and I rolled Snake Eyes. How unfortunate. So yeah, still in the hero phase, and I'm just deciding what I'm going to do with the Moon Clan Grot Shaman.
I'm going to try and eat a shroom, so I'm going to two cards, I get +2 to my card.
Yep.
Which I did.
So rolling for the Madcap Mushroom. Yeah, rolled 2 or better. Yeah, 60 points for the Moon Clan Shaman is just, I think it's good value, because his spell Curse of the Bad Moon is a pretty good spell to have in your back pocket. So just going back to what the Curse of the Bad Moon does, you know, you pick a target, D3 mortal wounds on that target, and anything within 6 inches, you any enemy unit, or I think friendly as well, within 6 inches. Roll a 4+,
So you have to got 6+ saves on those.
and on a 4 they cop D3 mortal wounds also. So on the far left flank for me, I've really got a decision to make. I've really got just the Savage Orc unit, no characters there, and they've got to contend with 5 Reavers along with the Sky Cutter. And I've just made the decision to just push the unit up, you know, charge him into combat, and just really harass that objective. Because if he loses those Illyrian Reavers, then he's got to make a decision as well as to what he's going to do with that Sky Cutter. I mean, is he just going to leave him there, or is he going to take the charge from Savage Orcs if they manage to wipe out the Reavers? Also, you notice that I'm keeping a 3-inch distance away from that building in the middle there with the Ard Boys, and that's because it's a mystical terrain. And for those not familiar with the mystical terrain, during your hero phase, you roll a dice for a unit within 3 inches of that building or anything mystical, and on a roll of a 1 they can't do anything. They can't even attack, they can't move, they can't do nothing. And yeah, I've got that mindset that these Ard Boys are gonna either go for that Griffin or go for the Sky Cutter. So, you know, obviously I don't want them to be befuddled, otherwise it's gonna be one wasted turn to get those Ard Boys moving along. And because, you know, Paul's given me the his intentions that he's just gunning for the points. And, you know, I really can't stay back and play that defensive mode that I really prefer to do, or to play with. So now I'm on the offensive, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Also worth noting that when we were rolling for the terrain for this table, I think there's only one piece. That terrain in the middle there was the only non-sinister terrain piece that we had on this table. Everything else was sinister. It was amazing.
That's how far in a big pile.
Alright. He's gonna shoot?
Yeah. What are you shooting at? Oh, God, what are you doing?
5s?
Yeah.
Nope. That's it, shooting.
And of course, you know, if you're not familiar what sinister is, you know, if you're fighting a unit within 3 inches of that sinister piece, you'll be at -1 bravery. So there was a lot of that going on. Yeah, we had to remember that too.
Thor's not gonna get me there because they're only 1 inch reach. What I'm going to do is move that, but I normally don't move my models with
Yeah, well, that's the rules. They even specified that.
Yeah, I think they said that.
If there's removable trees on the terrain, you cannot walk into the hole in the tree line.
Okay, these guys are going to charge?
Yeah. 6. Yeah, they should be in.
Should be in. Easy. So I'm going to go 1 there. Sure, let's do 6.
Really close.
How much?
Just hoping the trees might, you know, give me some sort of a
Yeah.
cover there and get them all in. So.
Alright, then.
Yeah.
Should have rolled the other way around.
Oh,
Hey!
geez, watch out.
I'm definitely going for that.
I'm not blaming you. That's what I would have done too.
Maybe I
I
should.
prefer those guys over the brutes anyway.
Yeah, maybe I should have rolled the brutes first.
Hey, they'll probably get in too. Watch. Oh,
So I've decided to charge the Savage Orcs onto the Reavers.
Doesn't she?
And this is something that I wanted to touch on as well. Let's see how Paul's moving the tree. And you've got that round part where the tree is meant to be. In Cancon, the players pack, it actually states that you can't put models where that spot where the tree is meant to be. You're not allowed to put them on it, and I think that's a really nice house rule. You could definitely use that to your advantage when it comes to piling in or positioning your units, especially recipients of the charge. I think that's a really nice house rule. So I think I'll be incorporating it into my normal social games as well. I mean, obviously, because the tree's there, it's supposed to be mob on it. But yeah, again, you could use it to your advantage tactically. So in the middle there, I've declared a charge with the Ard boys on the high warden to see if I could pull some wounds off it. It's also there to entice Paul to retreat from combat because he knows that the brutes are coming, who happen to have failed the charge on my turn as well. It would have been nice if I got the brutes in, would have completely wiped out the high warden nice and early. But yeah, that was my line of thinking when I charged the Ard boys into the high warden. On the far right flank, top of the screen there, not sure you can really see it, but a Savage Orc unit and the Wolf Chariot is also charged into the Shadow Warriors. I've got to clear that area out because that's where the other objective is, and obviously I want to clear out for either my Moon Clan Shaman and War Chanter to be able to move into that position to start scoring points.
Alright. That's them done?
That's them done.
In that case, I'm probably going to do the same because I don't want these guys to die quite yet. We'll see how they go. So I'm going to pile in like this. Pile in. Pile in. There. 10 there. 12, 14, 16. So 16 attacks from these guys. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, alright? Because I got the Skywarden there.
Yep.
So rerolls would have helped. Ooh. Oh, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8? Oh,
8.
That's very nice. Okay. So they're 5 up in combat. They're in the forest, so 4.
4 it is.
Lose 2 guys.
That's not bad, considering it's 4 wins.
Lose 2 guys and 1 carry.
This guy over here onto the chariot. 3s. 3s. 1.
1?
Yeah.
5 up save in cover, so 4. Save that. Alright. Let's go and do. They're done, so I don't have to worry about them anymore. Let's go ahead and do these guys,
Here. Oh, I forgot about them. Should have done that.
So he's there automatically. So it looks like only 3 guys are going to get in. These are all single chopper dudes. Double chopper dudes, sorry.
Yep. They get the reroll hits yet? Do they get? No, what do they get?
They just got the +1 hit.
Oh, they get +1. Yeah. Oh, that's not the double weapon. Don't you get a bonus?
Nah, just an extra attack.
Oh, they get the attack instead.
Yeah.
All my order stuff with 2 weapons just reroll. Hit one for 1. Yeah.
Alright.
I'd rather the extra attack.
No, that's true. 3's to hit.
Yeah. Wow, nice roll,
Decent
man.
Decent start.
Decent for you, not for me.
3's. There it is.
Oh, wow.
There it is. Averages, mate. Averages.
2.
2.
Alright.
No render.
2 no render.
There you go.
Pretty sure he's a 4+, but I'm just going to double check.
So yeah, still on turn 1, and we've got some combats happening. I've adjusted the camera, moved it over, and now you can see the Savage Orc fight between the Shadow Warriors. And again, this is pivotal because there's an objective there, and I want to clear out all these Shadow Warriors while I still can because they are a threat, especially once they're in cover because they're getting buffs to their shooting. And obviously, look, the model's not there, but the base is. it is a Sky Cutter, and I've put some wounds on it. Yeah, I put 3 wounds. 3 wounds on him, so he's got 5 left. So yeah, threatening that that Sky Cutter is going to make Paul think about whether or not he wants to hang around. Obviously, the aim of the game is to leave the hero characters nearby to score points. But you know, once he knows that there's some firepower there with mortal wounds from the shaman, from both shamans actually, you know, it's going to make him think about it whether or not he wants to move away. The Savage Orcs there, the guys with the yellow face paint, they're there really just to screen the brutes and the hard boys from the sword masters, because yeah, sword masters are particularly nasty. 2 attacks each, 3s, -1 rend. It's the only rending unit he's got in his army, but when he's throwing so much dice towards my guys, yeah, it's I'm gonna need a screening unit, and thankfully I've got the Savage Orcs there.
Nice, of course. No. I don't think they got much of a save, probably 5. Let's have a look. Levers, yeah, 5s. Alright. Oh, come on! I need to do 3.
Just one damage.
So, 1, 2. Where's my wound market?
I bet the bravery's pretty high. 8, 9.
6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you could lose one.
Could lose.
Could lose one.
Right, my turn?
Yep.
Yep. No, I didn't charge, so let's get the normals. We'll start with the lance. I've got the legendary fighter, so it's 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Hit.
Nice.
Ooh, let's have a look. It's only got the 1 Sky Cutter in range. Wounding on 3s. Yeah. Oh, 3 through.
Nice.
-1 rend.
-1, so 4s goes to 5s. That's a 5, so 1 wound.
Alright, so 3 damage
3 damage.
on that one. And now we'll do the Star Blade, which is 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Wounding.
Presence on the wrong guys.
Ha! Wounding on 3s. 1 wound through on that one. No rend. 1 damage.
So yeah, we're just working out the combat for the High Warden and the Ard Boys just here on the left of your screen, and I tell you what, I've got a newfound respect for this High Warden. Let me just bring up the stats. What have we got? Let me bring it up. Alright, here we go. So it's got the Starblade weapon, so you can actually have 2 types, Starblade weapon or Starwood Lance, and Paul's using this Starblade for this one. So it's got a 1-inch range, 4 attacks, 3s to hit, 4s to wound, but because there's a Sky Cutter there, it's getting buffs to wound. No rend, 1 damage, but really it's the Griffin's razor sharp beak that shines. So it's got a 2-inch reach, only 1 attack. It does have a tier attack, so to hit it is 3+, and obviously it gets lower as it receives more wounds. But 3s to wound, -1 rend, but d6 damage. So if that gets through, that's really gonna hurt. And last bit of attacks, it's got the Griffin's Wicked Talons, 2-inch range. Again, this is a variable attack, getting weaker as he takes more wounds. So it starts off with 6 attacks, 4s to hit, 3s to wound, -1 rend, and 1 damage. So yeah, the High Warden can really pump out those attacks. And that's not even including his abilities. His ability Predatory Leap is pretty neat too. So basically when he piles in, he can move up to 6 inches and he can move over enemy models. And furthermore, it does not have to move towards the closest enemy model as long as it ends its move within ½ an inch of an enemy. So he's ignoring those pile-in rules, and all things considered, that's a pretty good ability. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Just thinking of some applications for it. So you know, obviously because he's got a 2-inch range, you can probably sit him behind the Dawnspire guard, and if he's within 3 inches of an enemy unit, say an enemy unit charges the Dawnspire guard, and he's within 3, you know, he can leap over 6 inches over his own guys and start attacking. So that's a really neat ability. Yeah. His last bit of rules there: Starwood lands, add 1 to the wound rolls and damage over Starwood lands if this model charged in the same turn. He's not using this Starwood lands this game, so it doesn't really apply. And of course he's got a command ability. What have we got here? So Hurricane Charge. If a High Warden uses this ability, then until your next hero phase you can reroll any dice when determining the charge distance for Swifthawk Agents from your army if they are within 16 inches. So yeah, I mean, again, the buffs for the Swifthawk Agents, 16 inches, which is pretty neat. All things considered, I mean, if you look at Auric buffs, they're only 6-8 inches at most. So yeah, 16-inch range buff is pretty nice.
And 2 within 8 of another Eldritch Council unit.
So battle round 2, and I've won the priority, and it took me a while to realize what I was going to do, because I was on the offensive, but Paul's up in this game. He's up 3-0 after round 1. And so I've decided, look, I'm going to take the double turn because I need to get rid of his characters, really. Because, yeah, I mean, if he was to go first next, I mean, he'll score another 3 points, quite possibly. And he's going to charge the Spire Guards into my Art Boys, and he's going to be up 6-0 after round 2. And that would not have sat well with me. So, yeah, I took the double turn, and yeah, here I am just rolling for my Rampage's moves, and the Brutes move 6 inches with Rampages, and he gets that much closer to the High Warden, and yeah, it's not looking good for that High Warden in the middle there. Just keeping out 3 inches of that thing as well.
The Mystical?
Yeah.
Oh, this is hero phase, so these guys are next to it.
Yeah. Is it the start of the hero phase?
Any time in the hero phase. You choose when you roll.
Oh, okay.
Because it doesn't specify, but you have to do it at some point within the game.
Some point, which is obviously going to be now, because yeah, unfortunately. Okay. Go ahead and do these guys. 5. Shammy. 4. 4 chanter. 4. 4 chanter. 2. 2. No. Okay. 2. Shaman. 6. On the terrain. This guy's moved. Might as well do them anyway.
So as long as every model is on the terrain in some part, you get the cover save.
Yeah,
you don't have to have them completely within the terrain.
Single models only.
Oh, single. Yeah. Okay, just so I understand. Yeah. Because I thought you have to have everything within, but yeah, single models actually get you.
Yeah. Single models, yes.
So this guy gets his cover save.
He will 100% get his.
That would have been awesome last turn. He didn't do one.
You didn't do it?
Nah, 5+. I just didn't.
But did you save it though? Would you have saved it?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
That's my point. Like, I was like, oh damn, I got cover with him.
Yeah.
And against the shooting, I get another +1.
Yes, that's right.
But against those gobbo arrows, mate. Oh.
Well. Okay, that's that. We're gonna go +1 here on. Actually, I'll do Bellamy Time first.
Yeah.
6. I will put it on these guys.
6. Oh, yeah.
I will put my Inspiring Presence on them too.
Don't forget your mystical roll. Did you do that?
Yeah, I'll do that last. I think.
Yeah, that's
actually,
right.
you know what? I'll get it out of the way. How's
You
that?
know, otherwise you're buffing stuff that might not do anything.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I'll roll for them.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
These
good.
guys. You get whatever snacks you. That's definitely cocked. So who rolls to win? A mushroom. Oh! Can't do anything with him.
Oh, it doesn't hurt him?
No.
Oh,
Doesn't hurt him. Just can't do anything.
that's alright. That's alright. Because I thought, D3 water wound or something.
Yeah.
I was like, that would have hurt.
The problem is you can't do anything. Can't cast a spell. Yeah, so what happened there was I rolled for the Madcap Mushrooms for the Moon Clan Shaman.
Let's go.
Yeah, and I rolled a 1. So on a 2-up, you can act as normal, plus he can get +2 to his cast and unbind. But unfortunately, because I rolled the 1, you can't do anything. So that includes not being able to unbind with him in the opponent's turn. So that's there's a big downside to it, but of course, you know, if you want to attempt to cast Curse of the Bad Moon, which is an 8 to cast, yeah, it's a pretty good ability to have. Of course, you know, it's gonna backfire every now and again, and being the support caster, I mean, it does depend what I want to cast as well. If you know, if I've got a chance to cast Curse of the Bad Moon, then yes, I will go for the Madcap Mushrooms, because 8, it's above average. But say if it's something like Mystic Shield or even Arcane Bolt, I could probably live without that +2 to cast. But yeah, it is handy to have. I actually thought about adding another Moon Clan Shaman just to get Mystic Shield off, because yeah, Curse of the Bad Moon spell is a pretty neat spell, as I explained earlier on what it does. But yeah, I've also found that yes, having a support caster is pretty good to have. I did think about bringing an extra Weird Knob Shaman, but you know, 120 points, he's pretty pricey. Yes, he does get 2 extra spells, but for 120 points, you can actually get 2 Moon Clan Shamans, because they're only 60 points each. But yeah, it's still on my turn. Just setting everything up. In hindsight, I probably should have retreated these Savage Orcs here. Yeah, just to get him out, just to maybe move him around to where where the Sky Cutter is, you know, threaten it a bit more. But I do have my Art Boys coming around, and that +2 to move, I mean +2 to charge, is a pretty good ability to have too. So here we are, moving the brutes up, just trying to line them up as close as possible to that High Warden.
Get those guys in there first.
I've also mucked around with the idea of adding just the brute boss without the boss claw, just adding the chopper guy. People who don't play Ironjawz much, the chopper on the boss is 3 attacks, 3's to hit, 3's to wound, 1 rend, but they're 2 damage each. Whereas the claw, they're 1 attack. It is forced to hit, but if you do hit with that weapon, that means your brute smasher, which is -2 rend and D3 damage, hit automatically. So yeah, it's a fair trade-off. I mean, if you're not getting extra attacks, I feel it's not worth it. I just feel like that the 3's to hit, 3's to win is just a lot more reliable than, you know, the boss claw itself. It is a lot of fun, you know. Imagining that the boss claw, you know, is grabbing your enemy with this massive claw, then just beating it to death on its head with this big club. It's fun to think of. So yeah, here's the charge for the Art Boys, and you can see the dice roll there. There's 9, so there's 11. So it's a pretty good roll. It's a big range. So that's why I was able to move up more Art Boys than I could. And the idea here was just to move the more Art Boys to engage the Illyrian Reavers as well, because you know obviously I want to get them out of the way too.
These guys will attempt to charge.
Yeah, go.
5 should make it.
We'll get those guys, that's for sure. Get a few of them in there anyway.
Yeah, and just behind that building there, I made another charge with the brutes on the Shadow Warriors. Didn't get as many as I would have liked because, yeah, that tree was in the way as well. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier on, I try not to put my models on top of that circle where the tree is. So that saved the Shadow Warriors from getting a few more hits in the head with those brutes.
Terrain.
Alright, the big one.
It's good because the little guys get in there. Oh, yeah, they wear stuff. Trouble.
And still in the charge phase, big roll for the brutes in there, and in it goes into the high warden. So
Well, that's up to you, my friend.
yeah, look, it's something that I gotta get rid of. I mean, he's gonna be getting 2 points for it if I don't get rid of him. So yeah, that's why I sent in the boys. Also made sure that the one of the brutes that's out there, it's sitting on the other side of the High Warden. I made sure that it was out of 3 inches from the Dawnspire guard because I don't want them piling in and whittling down those brutes this early.
It's hard because look at the big bases. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, he's going to get a fair few attacks. I imagine that those Spire Guard are 2 inches when it comes to their reach with their spears. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of attacks. And of course, the actual pennant for the Sky Cutters is giving him buffs to wound as well. So I've taken out one Sky Cutter already, and yeah, I've got this Sky Cutter to deal with close to your screen there. So,
alright, come on buddy, I'll pull your stats out. You're in trouble.
Let's go and do the normal gore hackers first. So their forced hit normally goes to 3s. 3s. Re-rolling all these. Oof. Thank God for re-rolls. Didn't do that much better. Okay. 3s to wound, re-rolling. Re-rolling that. Ugh. So these are -1 and D3 damage.
Yes, sir. Oh, God, it's going to hurt. 4s, 5s. Damn you, learn to cast better. That's all you've done is learn how to cast spells, and you couldn't do it. Oh, 3. He's in dead meat.
D3? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, God, I thought he was gone there.
Just
no,
two guys.
3 6s.
Boss. 4s goes to 3s.
Come on, boys, one
A hit.
Just one wound, I don't think I want.
So these two will hit automatically. Needing 3s to wound. Rerollable. Reroll that.
God.
So this is -2.
Yeah.
That's -1.
Oh, jeez, that's trouble. -1. 5+. 6.
Oh, I saved it.
Holy crap. -2.
-2.
Even what? 6s. No, 2 3s. I'm not going to roll that. That's a 3.
D3. 4. So he's still alive.
Not one wound left.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 basic guys. Oh, 6 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, my friend. What are we going to do with you? You're in trouble.
2s.
Oh, 2s with all that. Let me just take him off.
All hit.
Yeah, of course.
3s to wound.
Needs to wasteful excessive attacks on this guy.
That's true. Rolling these. So yeah, all of them.
You count how many that is.
5, 10,
Jesus.
15, 18.
Oh.
I have chips.
Yes, you do.
It's almost done.
It's almost finished.
Ren?
Ren 1.
Right, so I need 18 5s.
Yeah.
That's 6 1s. Oh, my friend, all I wanted to do was charge you with something.
And down goes the High Warden just from those brutes. So yeah, it took a lot of brutes to do it. Yeah, so now it just leaves him with 2 scoring units on the table. So he's got his Archmage that's hiding just at the top of your screen there with the building. And he's got the Sky Cutter here just closer to your screen. So yeah, it's something that the R boys have to deal with. It hasn't been wounded yet, but hopefully, you know, the Art boys can do a bit of work. It does have 8 wounds, so there's a lot to get through.
3s. 2 -1.
2 -1. There's a wound.
A wound, yes! He got a wound.
1 damage on?
1 damage.
Okay.
That's all his attacks.
Put it on that guy.
He can take a trident, gives him 2 damage, but I can't take the pennant if I do that.
No, you want the pennant
I want the
instead.
pennant, yeah. Because it
Easy.
buffs everybody.
That's it. Alright, let's go and activate
It's
them.
worth a shot, had to give him, you know.
Well, that's it.
Might have killed one guy.
Yeah, you never know. Okay, I'm gonna go with the big choppers first.
Yeah.
1, 2. 1, 2.
1, 2.
1, 2 there.
1, 2. There you go.
So these guys obviously gonna go for the warden,
Figured as much.
and then these two will go into the.
Of course they will.
Okay. So we'll go into warden first. Big chopper attacks. 4s goes to 3s.
Oh, geez, it's gonna hurt.
This is 1. 3s to wound.
Oh,
There's 2 and -1.
2 and -1. So my 5 goes for 6, but I can reroll.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo.
Hey, there's 1. No way! No way! There you
Barney
go.
had the mortal wound roll as well. And, see you later, skull guys.
Double chopper dudes. 1, 2, 3.
Was that the 3 damage guys?
No. There's only 1 damage each.
Okay.
Only 1 damage each.
Yeah, those guys. Oh, these are the hard
Yeah.
boys. They're not brutes.
No.
I thought it was these guys. I was like, oh my god. I'm in so much trouble.
I wished. So there's 4 basic guys, all on the warden.
Yeah.
White dice needs 2s. Red
Alright.
dice needs 3s. Still quite a few misses. Oh man, that was terrible. 3s. Hey, all of them. I'll
Yeah,
take
you
that.
feel my pain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
No rend.
Alright, so I get a 5 plus with a reroll. Hang on, no, that's shooting. It's a +1, so 5 plus.
Oh yeah.
So I can reroll. That was alright.
That was pretty damn
I'm
good.
happy even if I fail these. I got half
That's
of
pretty
them.
damn good.
Yeah, I failed them all. So how much damage? 1 each?
1 each.
Oh, so 3 damage. Well, that was better than I thought. I thought this guy's a goner.
Oh, man, So yeah, it's a decent roll to wound there, but
Oh,
as you can see,
7 left.
Paul is rolling like a champ with the defense.
No,
So
he's got 8 wounds. So
he's got a
5
4-up
left.
armor base.
Yeah.
Alright, and then
And,
these
it's
guys are
rerollable
all
as
onto
well.
Reavers. So there's
Yes.
actually just 2 of them that
So,
are in combat. Alright, Yeah, unfortunately, I was only able to put 3 wounds. So the rest of the attacks for the art boys, they're going to the Illyrian Reavers. So fingers crossed they can take a few,
There's 2. No
take
rend.
more of
2
them
no
out.
rend. And the Reavers, they were a 5 plus. 2. 1 damage each.
1 damage each.
I should take away 1 guy. Alright.
Alright, what would you like to do next? That goes away.
Yeah, I'm gonna do these guys. Alright, so we've got these 2 guys on the brutes. I'll do them first. Alright. Where's the champion? Alright, the champion's there. Alright, so he's not gonna get. So I get 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. And the Sky Warden's gone, so I'm wounding on 4s. I'm gonna double check. I hit on wound on 3 last time. Come on, I gotta turn this lock off. I keep saying it.
It's a pain, isn't it?
Oh,
It's a
I keep saying I'm gonna turn it off, but then I don't turn it off. Yep, wounding on 4s, alright? 1 on the brutes.
1 on the brutes.
Not enough to kill 1, unfortunately.
Saves that. None of them are in cover, so no cover saves.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 5 guys on there.
Sure.
2, 3, 4, 5. 3s to hit.
Yikes.
Oh, better. 4s to win. Makes a big difference once that Sky Cutter's gone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad. 4 on the Savage Orcs.
4? Okay.
Yeah, it's better than last effort.
Yeah, definitely. So I need 4s.
Oh, Jesus!
There's a wound.
Nice roll. Right, and these 2 guys are the unit champion on the chariot there.
Yeah.
So 3s and 4s. 1.
1.
Lots of 1s on that roll too. Unlucky.
No, it's definitely going to be a wound.
Hey, I got 1 through. That's not bad. I'll take that.
Okay.
All right. Your choice. You're way more in combat than I do.
So that's finished. Let's go ahead and do this. Just need to come over. Alright. So again, I can't pile in more than that I've got there.
So not with those guys.
So, yeah.
That's why I moved him because I thought you're still stuck there.
That's it. So 5 dice, hitting 4s. Good start. Hitting 3s. Ooh, all of them. 4. No rend.
4 with no rend. Cool. Give me 1 second. Right. So with all these sinisters, we're all at -1 bravery in combat.
Oh yes, yes,
Alright.
yes. You're right.
So I was just looking. This sinister's got to do something. Yes, it does.
-1.
It goes against both of us.
Okay. Because
If you've got
just
a
have
unit
to be
within 3,
Yeah.
that
okay.
unit causes fear until
Yeah.
the next hero phase.
Yeah.
And all bravery checks are like our opponents have
So
-1.
basically, we fear each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the moment, yeah. You could potentially use the sinister without the enemy getting into it if you move them in the right way.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, so they're all done. You got 4 on me.
4 no rend.
4 no rend, so 5 plus. There you 2.
Alright, 2.
1 damage each.
Only 1 damage each.
You're gonna pile in, but I'll move that guy. Done some damage that time. Alright. The Reavers I haven't done.
Yeah.
2, 3. Who should I attack? I could potentially attack either. No, I'll do them all into the Savage Orcs.
Sure.
I think the 1 inch reach, that guy's not going to reach. Oh, it's freaking lock again. Remind me to turn it off. Let's have a look. Reavers. Alright. Champion gets 2 and a 1 for him. So forced to hit.
Oh no.
Hang on, I got horses. I got
Oh
horses.
yeah. It's always the GGs that do the best.
Forced to hit.
There you go. There you go.
Go horses and forced to wound. 1.
Alright, there's 1. I'm not entirely in cover, so 5. No,
No,
doesn't
you
work.
got a wound, not that it kills them, but got a wound. Alright, your turn is what I'm looking forward to. The brutes over here.
Yeah, let's go and do the brutes next. So again, I can't pile in more because the trees and they're close already.
Yeah.
Okay. So the guy hacker first.
Yeah, once you're in base, you're done.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. +1 hit. 3s. All hit.
They
3s.
did.
3s to wound. There's the averages. 1. -1.
How many was it?
1.
Oh, 1. No.
D3 damage. 2.
2. So, let's have a look. I'll take 1. I'll get this guy because he's struggling for combat anyway. 2. Alright.
Alright, so the boss. That misses. So I've actually got a hit with the Brute Smasher. Needing 4s normally, so it goes to 3s. 1. 3s to wound. There's 1 wound, -2.
1 minus 2. Alright, so they got 4. 6 plus. Get what? 6 plus. It's a habit.
Hey! There you go.
It's a habit of grabbing those
No,
dice.
no,
I'm not
no.
grabbing them anymore.
That's them done.
That's what I say.
That disappears. Oh, that was the chariot. Needing 4s. 1. No rend.
1. No rend?
No rend.
4 plus. Oh, yeah.
Hey. And the 3 guys, the 3 gobos, 5s and 5s. Nothing. Alright, and might
Can't
as well do
expect
that.
much
Nah, you can't really expect it. Only a fool would think a goblin would do something. Alright, again, 3 guys only.
Hasn't got all his friends to help him.
And nah, not this time. So that's 4 attacks.
Yep.
So get rid of this. 2 hit. 3's to wound. 1, no rend.
1 with no rend. 4 plus again. Oh,
Hey.
yes, thank God. Don't want to get that battle shock test up any higher.
I believe that's it. I've lost 1. Maybe 6 because I lost 1. That's good.
You good?
These guys didn't lose any. So
Oh, yeah. Took the 1 wound.
didn't lose any there. Didn't lose any here. I lost 1 guy there.
Yep.
So bravery 4 goes to 6 again.
Same again, yeah.
Same. And we're good.
You're good. Alright, over here, bravery 6 goes down. Oh, these guys are going to go to 5. And I lost 2. So,
Need 3.
unlucky, but what can I do? Not much, not much. Alright. To be honest, I thought I'd be in a much worse position at this stage. Like, I thought you would have wiped everything out. Stuff is survived.
Fortunately not.
Over here,
Yeah.
their bravery 6, I think it is. Let me double check.
Yeah.
I think most of the stuff's 6. I thought they'd be better because they're a bit of an elite unit. Alright, bravery 6, and don't get any bonuses. Alright. And a -1, so bravery 5, pretty much.
Yeah.
You guys. Oh, Jesus. 5. I don't know. 5, 6, 7, 2. I love these guys, they look cool.
Yeah, they're awesome models. I did mine as sisters.
Well, I bought them to do as sisters because I was going to do my Wanderers.
Yeah.
And then when I got these, I'm like, they're going to be Shadow Warriors now. Because I'm going to do them before I do the Wanderers.
Yeah.
Because of the, I've got some new stuff to play with. So. Alright, that hurt a little bit. But now I get a chance.
That's right.
So, this spell. Right.
So yeah, after resolving some of the battle shocks there, didn't really lose that many models. I think he might have lost one Illyrian Reaver, but that was pretty much it. So he's in his hero phase now, and this time he gets off that shield spell that he needs. So anything within 16 inches of that bubble, and we'll get a 6-up ward against any wounds. And this is where I found out about the Madcap Mushrooms, because I rolled the 1 for the Goblin Shaman. Can't unbind with him, so that's a shame. So he's going to get off that spell because he rolled a 6 exactly, so maybe I could have beaten it on an average roll, but unfortunately my Weed Knob Shaman was just out as well. I think it was about 21 inches, so yeah, fell about 3 inches short. So unfortunately I couldn't get enough wounds done onto the Skycutter. Wasn't able to take it out. Did put a couple of wounds on it. I mean, no, actually it was 3 wounds. So yeah, pretty piss poor effort by the art boys. But yeah, now he's having a look how far these Dawnspire guards are, and yeah, he's just lining them up now. So you're just changing the angle around. As you can see, the Moonclan Shaman just there, sitting there, was within 18 inches of that of his mage, but unfortunately that Madcap Mushroom prevented him from unbinding. As you can see, I've also put the War Chanter there. He's ready to make his way towards that objective. So if I can get there on my next turn, I'll be scoring points and hopefully edging closer to victory. Swordmaster's moving within 3 inches of the Savage Orcs. Yeah, I'm not hoping for much there. Swordmasters in combat can get pretty nasty. Again, 2 attacks each, 3s to hit, 3s to wound, -1 rend. It is the only rend that he has in his army, but yeah, just the sheer amount of attacks that they're putting through is enough to make anyone worry about them.
All right.
The Shadow Warriors in the woods. Slowly but surely peeling them off. Unfortunately, I didn't get that many wounds onto them from the brutes. Definitely would have loved to do more wounds on them. And here come the Illyrian Reavers, ready to start putting some hurt onto my characters.
Roll the dice for me, yeah?
Yeah, these guys are quick little buggers. Again, they can move to these 6 inches before they make their attack or the shooting attack. So that's a pretty good ability. That's something that I really like. So you can shoot, then after that roll 2d6, and you can move them back. So you can move them out of range of certain spells from the enemy.
Reroll saves of 1 and 2 in shooting. Reroll hit roll of 1.
Yeah, so he's done all his movements. So we're off to the shooting phase, and he's lining up his Dawnspire guard
everything,
to.
isn't it?
Absolutely pump
Okay.
that Mega Boss. He's throwing everything he has into it, and he's going to get rerolls of 1 to hit as well. So we'll see how we go.
We're going to shoot at him.
Why not?
Because I need to kill him. Alright, I need 4s, re-rolling 1s. I'm going to pick out all the 1s, alright?
No
Which is a lot of them, I think. 4, no, that's not too bad. There's a lot of 2s. That hurt. Alright, so I need 4s. So anything that's not a 4 or more. Alright, so they all hit.
Yep.
Oh,
Just
trying to get him for
I hate it when it happens.
I'll only be 3s to win this time because I only got the one sky cutter left. So 3s. Get as many shots into this guy as I can.
Oh, definitely.
Well, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13.
13.
All right.
And they all are right there for me.
So 13 wounds. Alright, so the 3 up armor.
3 up.
Just gonna roll the dice, pray for the best.
Yeah, there's always that potential. There's always that potential. Alright, here we go. 3 up.
Jesus. I didn't get one.
There's one there.
Oh,
I have to admit. That was a good
I
roll.
was planning to double shoot him, but I can't. His general's dead.
So yeah, 13 armor saves and I only failed 1, so that was a pretty good roll. I got away with that one. So now he's thinking about whether or not he should shoot the mega boss with the Illyrian Reavers.
Just leave him. These guys.
Underneath the bed on Daddy's side of the bed.
He's also got the Shadow Warriors there.
These 3 can hit him.
Yep.
Actually.
Yeah, he's deciding whether or not to shoot them as well. But at the end of the day, he went with the Goblin Shaman, and yeah, that was actually my thinking as well. Take out the support caster, and yeah, just delete heroes because that's what he needs to get rid of because they're the ones that can score objectives. So yeah, good play.
3s with rerolls. Much better.
A lot better.
And you 4s to win, but because I've got no sky cutters left. 4. 4? 4. Oh, what's he say? 5 plus 1? 6. 6? Where's that ring when you want it? How many wins you got? 4. Oh! Ooh, it's going to be close.
I'm gonna roll it here. This seems to be a little magical area here. He's dead. He's a lot. I was gonna say he's a much better target because he's
So yeah, it's only got 4 wounds,
he's
just a 6 up armor save. So I failed all of that. So he takes out the Moon Clan Shaman.
30 shots didn't take him down, but I'm gonna keep plucking him off. Get my only chance to take him out.
Now he's lining up the Illyrian Reavers. And he's going to take another peg at that mega boss.
I got no rend, but I've got to kill him somehow. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Alright, they're all going at him.
Yeah, why not?
4s and 4s. It's going to be hard, but especially with that roll. It's not great. 4s again. No, I'm not going to get many. 3, no. 3.
3 up?
Yeah.
Got 1 through.
Got 1. Slowly working on him. Don't have any more. Oh, he can shoot.
Yeah, sure he can.
Got 2 shots.
Yeah, so he's managed to put another win on the mega boss. A lot of people seem to forget that he does have a pretty good armor save, 3 up, and he's got 7 wounds. So yeah, it's surprising how more sturdy these Ironjawz are. So even the support guys, like say the War Chanter and the Weird Knob Shaman, they're 6 wounds each. And yeah, War Chanter's got a 4 up save. Shaman with that robe has only got a 5 up save. So yeah, but there's a lot of wounds to get through. The mega boss is probably the only one that can increase the amount of wounds that he has. So if he kills a hero, you know, he gets an extra attack and an extra wound. That's why I count up with the wounds as well. I try not to count down. So yeah, the mega boss, I think he got away with that. Especially from the Dawnspire guard, having 13 wounds and managed to save 12. So yeah. Yeah, that was a good piece of armor saves. So yeah, the Swordmaster's getting into combat, and it's not looking good for those Savage Orcs. I can tell you that now. So now we're getting to the nitty gritty of the combat here, and he's charged those Dawnspire guard. No surprise there. You know, he wants to take down those brutes, possibly paving the way for that Archmage to take that center objective. I do have Inspiring Presence on the brutes, so that's it's good to have. you know, a lot of people prefer the +1 attack, but I've started to lean more towards Inspiring Presence because, you know, such a big unit of brutes attracts a lot of attention, and they're only bravery 6, so you know, you knock off a couple of guys, and if you roll high enough, you're getting rid of more guys in return. So yeah, losing brutes hurts, but having Inspiring Presence definitely helps.
We've gone into combat. I'm going to start combat.
So we're in his combat phase, and he's choosing his Dawn Spire Guard. This one's really a no-brainer. You know, he wants to get rid of as many brutes as he possibly can. Yeah, so he's got a fair few attacks. Again, they're 2-inch reach. So he's also activated the Ard Boys, well, within range of the Ard Boys. Didn't really have much of a choice there. Yeah, especially if you wanted to get more attacks in. See if I can bring up the stats of the Dawn Spire Guard, which is they're actually not too bad.
They're not as good, but yeah, there's still a lot of hits. Alright, so reroll 1s in combat as well. Reroll 1s on foot. That's good.
So yeah, there's a lot of attacks coming my way. Hopefully the brutes can weather it. They do have a 4-up armor save. Again, they're re-rolling to wound because they're still ensorcelled by that mystical terrain there. And they have Inspiring Presence. And +1 hit from Bellowing Tyrant. So again, Bellowing Tyrant, that +1 hit lasts until the next hero phase, so that's why they still have that +1 hit buff. Yeah, there's a lot of dice to roll. So yeah, I mean, they are no rend, but there is a lot of amount of dice that's being re-rolled, and he does have the Sky Cutter there, so it's giving him +1 to wound.
So I'm going to be wounding on 3s. What a crappy roll.
What's the choose?
5.
Okay. Alright. No rent, so 4s?
Yeah.
1 dice.
No, I suppose 1's better than nothing.
I'll take him off. Alright, so that's them done.
So I'll quickly talk about the Spire Guard, in case no one else has seen the war scroll for them from the Spire of Dawn box set. So they've got the spears, 2-inch range, force to hit, force to wound, but for every Sky Cutter that you have within 16 inches, they're adding +1 to wound, and that's stackable as well. So he had 2 Sky Cutters, so obviously the idea for the entire army is to wound as much as possible and let the sheer amount of dice put in the wounds for you. So the Standard Bearer adds 2 to the bravery, if the unit is within 8 inches of another Swifthawk Agents unit from your army. So yeah, that's pretty neat. 8 inches, yeah, that's decent range. Hornblower, you can reroll any dice rolls of 1 when determining how far this unit can run or charge. And then you've got the abilities for the Elven Shield. You can reroll save rolls of 1. You can instead reroll save rolls of 1 or 2 for this unit in the shooting phase. So yeah, very resilient. And if you got 20 or more models, which he does have in that unit, it's rerolling to hit rolls of 1. So the important combat here, just on my left flank. So the Ard Boys have taken down the last Illyrian Reaver, and now it's up to them to try and kill off that Sky Cutter, because that's what's giving him points. So if I can get rid of it now, you know, he's not going to be scoring any more points until he gets that Archmage into the center, and of course the Auric Mega Boss is breathing down on that objective. So you know, 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, you'd probably pick the Mega Boss to win a fight against that Archmage.
Oh, 3.
Okay, so 3. One's at -1 rend, and
one's
these
minus
two
one.
no rend.
Alright, so the -1. That, 5.
So now we're putting the attacks onto the Sky Warden now, and yeah, Paul's just rolling like a champ for the defense. So he's getting that re-rolls to armor save, and he's also got that 6-up ward save against wounds. So there's 3 layers of saves there, and I was just having a hard time getting through it all. Obviously, you know, having a +1 buff, having a +1 hit buff on the Ard Boys against the Skycutter would have helped big time. But yeah, the War Chanter's abilities aren't that good. So now I'm just relying on the sheer amount of dice myself now, because that's the only thing that I've got going for the Ard Boys. They're good at tanking units. They're half decent at putting out damage, but yeah, Paul was just rolling like a champ for the armor saves. So I'm really on the back foot here, because if he scores this objective, he's gonna get 2 points. And don't forget, I haven't scored any points yet because that mega boss in the middle was just out of 3 inches of that middle objective, and I've got no heroes on either flank. I mean, they're on their way to capture those objectives, but they're still pretty far away. So yeah, just to recap, I wasn't able to kill that Sky Warden in the end. He did have 1 or 2 wounds left. I can't remember exactly now, but I do know that I wasn't able to take it down because he managed to score 2 points from this turn. Anyway, so we moved on to the right flank, and yeah, I mean, those Swordmasters are just gonna wail on the Savage Orcs. I think that's what he's doing now. How would you tell? No, yes. So these are the Shadow Warriors. So they've got 3 choices. Yeah, so he's attacking the brutes with the Shadow Warriors. Do have some Savage Orcs left over, so he's taking them down. And I've also got the Wolf Chariot there too. Yeah, I made the mistake of putting two boss models onto that brute unit, so I just got rid of one. So yeah, with that tree in the way, I can't really pile in more than I can. So yeah, so the only thing that's in combat with the brutes is the Gore Hacker and the boss. I could have allocated some hits from the Gore Hacker to the Swordmasters, because you know he's got a 2-inch range, but decided that I'll just go for the Shadow Warriors instead and try and take them out, because I think he's under half strength now. So yeah, the more I can get rid of, the better.
-1.
Just out. I didn't move him. He can't be everywhere.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Saved him.
That's what he's probably telling all of them too. I can't be everywhere, boys.
Look, boys. Now he's called me in, but I'm not me.
So -1. 1 at -1. D3 damage.
On them?
Yeah.
So it's cover, so 4 plus, goes to 5. It's a 2.
Yeah. D3 damage.
So yeah, the brutes are getting their turn to smash up those Shadow Warriors. Yeah, the Shadow Warriors aren't too bad in combat. I mean, they get the buffs for hiding in the woods. So you know, whenever they've got cover, they're adding +1 to their shooting, and their 5-up normal save goes to 4-up. So that's, I think, Shadow Warriors, maybe just Swifthawk Agents in general. You know, you need some sort of guerrilla tactics where, you know, you shoot here, you shoot there, then you use the speed and maneuverability to just edge away from the opponent, get away from their own shooting attacks. Obviously combat, because you know, elves usually die to a stiff breeze. More so orcs, because you know they just hit hard. They've got multiple damage dealers out there too.
She's asking me where she's going to use.
So yeah, it looks like we're up to the Swordmasters, because I could see a big pile of dice just there at the back. Again, the brutes didn't kill that much. Yeah, so now I'm sort of just getting ready for all these armor save rolls for the Savage Orcs. But I'm not too hopeful, but you never know. I mean, if I could do it for the Mega Boss, you know, save 12 armor saves. I guess Savage Orcs aren't that good. 5 up in combat. They are 2 wounds each, but because it's -1 rend, it's going to be 6 up armor saves.
You make a flip this shot, but I just read it. They hit on 3, they're all 1.
So yeah, anyway, I thought this would be a good time to talk about Swordmasters since they're being activated at the moment to attack the Savage Orcs. So yeah, range 1 inch on the great swords, 2 attacks each, like I mentioned earlier on, 3s to hit, 3s to wound, -1 rend, 1 damage, and yeah, like I stated earlier as well, it's really the only thing that has rend in this army. So the Blade Lord, which is the boss, I say boss because I'm so used to it now. So the champion, 3 attacks rather than 2. The Hornblower, you can reroll any dice rolls of 1 when determining how far this unit can run or charge. So yeah, if you really want them in combat, you know, that's a good ability to have. Yeah, look at all those dice rolls that he's rolling as well. Yeah, there's quite a few. The Standard Bearer, models in this unit may be Standard Bearers. If the unit includes any Standard Bearers, add 1 to the bravery of its models, and you add 2 to the bravery if you have a unit within 8 inches from the Eldritch Council. So I believe that's the mage. At the moment, I don't think he's within 8 inches. That being said, I don't think he really needs them. Their basic bravery is 7. Yeah, I can tell you now that the Savage Orcs did not do much in terms of combat because there wasn't that many left. And the abilities, a Blur of Blades, basically you can reroll hit rolls of 1 when attacking with the Swordmaster. I think Paul mentions that in this video. He skipped that and didn't see it till the last minute. I don't think he needed it, to be honest with you. And deflect shots. I like this rule. This is a rule that, you know, that ties back to 8th edition. You can reroll save rolls of for this unit in the shooting phase. So yeah, such is their skill with the swords. They can just deflect those shots, like Jedi's when they, you know, reflect the blasters from stormtroopers. So yeah, so as you can see, there's quite a few dead Savage Orcs there. That's no surprise. He was getting like 40 attacks or something like that, so something crazy. So yeah, Swordmasters, excellent if you're using them, not so good if you're playing against them, and they're more resilient when it comes to shooting. So yeah, look out for Swordmasters, which you'll probably be seeing more often. Yeah, so now we're working out more combats just here on the right hand flank. The Savage Orcs are having a dig. So they've been locked into combat since turn 1 and slowly but surely getting rid of the Shadow Warriors. Yeah, I mean, they're not really going to hold the objective for him because, you know, I got rid of that the Sky Warden on my first turn. Well, obviously, you know, I don't want any shooting attacks on his turn, so getting rid of the Shadow Warriors was one of my priorities.
Hey.
Wounding on forward.
So yeah, it looks like there's still 3 wounds left on that Sky Warden, and yeah, so I've really got just this turn to try and deny him the points. But yeah, it's got 3 wounds left. He's peeled off a couple of odd boys there. And please excuse my hand, which is getting in the way. Also, yeah, I wanted to ask people for some feedback whether or not they prefer these close-up shots, or they prefer the over-the-top shots where they can see the whole table, or if you want both. So, you know, start of the video, I actually had the pan out. I didn't have the tripod because I left it at my parents' house. That's why I didn't use it today. But yeah, also I'm thinking about doing sort of like the high shot at the start, and then as soon as you get more of the nitty gritty combats and later phases of the game, you know, I'd switch to close up view. But yeah, let me know what you think is better.
Because the mega boss is within 6 inches.
Certainly would love the feedback.
Lovely.
Needing 3s. Yeah, the average is played out again. There you go, 3.
So yeah, now I'm just working out the combat for the big brute unit, fighting against the Dawn Spire. Or Spire Guard. Yeah, Spire Guard, that's the one. So there's still a big block of them. Yeah, so they're still getting buffs from the Mega Boss, so I'm re-rolling ones to hit. And something I completely forgot, which was the re-rolls to wound. Especially for the Gore Hackers, yeah, I forgot those at the re-rolls to wound for the Gore Hackers. So yeah, that would have been nice, but yeah, my memory is not the best. Yes, I know that's why the scenery dice is there for, but I still managed to forget that. So yeah, yeah. Actually, another neat ability that the Spy Guard have is that. Hang on, let me bring it up.
That's minus 2, that's minus 1.
So they get saved for minus 2. They got saved.
It should be one of their abilities here. Just on the AoS app. Here we go. Nope, won't zoom in. Okay, so the Swifthawk Discipline. Yeah, so if you fail a battle shock test for this unit whilst a Swifthawk Agents hero from your army is within 16 inches, half the number of models that flee, rounding fractions up. So again, that's a really awesome ability. Not just because you're halving the amounts of models that are fleeing, but because of the range that you get. So it's 16 inches from a Swifthawk Agents hero, and you're getting this awesome buff. I mean, you know, you can really hold mages, and yeah, just fighting characters, just hanging out at the back. I mean, 16 inches is a long way. You know, it's not like it's only 8 inches away. I mean, buffs for orcs is usually just 6 inches.
1, 2, 3.
So yeah, as you can see, just the amount of models that he's going to start removing from the Spire Guard. Yeah, well done to the brutes, but you know, they're doing what they're meant to be doing, which was, you know, it's just smashing and crumping heads. And you know, that's what they do. Always need to have, you know, +1 hit or rerolls to wounds. So yeah, as you can see there, he's just taking them off. Again, you know, 10 brutes seem to just attract a lot of attention, which, you know, as they do. But if you can get them into combat in the early phases of the game and start deleting his big fighter units. I mean, obviously he wanted his sword masters closer to that brute unit, but that's why, you know, there's no way I was gonna let that happen, and that's why I used the Savage Orcs to screen. Anyway, here we have the important fight between the Odd Boys and his Sky Warden. I've only got 3 wounds left, so let's see what I can do.
2 hits. 3s. -1 rend. 1 damage.
-1, so 6 plus with a reroll. How much damage?
1 damage each.
A second, let's save from him. I've got 1.
Each one counts.
It does, because it might be 1 wound left at the end of it. Who knows?
Okay.
Pretty lucky to get that
4,
far.
5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just depends on his roll. White dice needs 3s.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Not a bad roll. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that was average.
It's enough.
3s. All these are just 1 damage each.
Yep, that's a good thing for me.
Yeah. Ooh, 4.
4. Alright, here goes. No rend on these ones?
No rend.
I should get 5 plus this time.
Yeah.
With a reroll. Oh, come
Oh
on.
man.
Got the
It's
ring.
off to a slow start.
Right, one.
You got one written there. You got one.
1, 2. Alright, so 6s on these.
Yeah.
I need A6 or he's dead.
Oh,
Jesus.
man.
It's got one wound.
I should have charged with the Oryx.
I
Oh,
was
well.
gonna say, oh man, that was so close. He's just hanging in there now.
So yeah, managed to live with a single wound left, and yeah, that was bad news for me because again he was scoring on this turn and he was getting 2 points. I don't know why I didn't charge with the Savage Orcs actually. I just sort of moved them into position, thinking that the Ard Boys would finish off the job, but yeah, it wasn't meant to be. In the middle, looked a lot better. Dawn Spire Guard was yeah, being whittled down. Actually, this may have been the part where I ran out of memory on the mobile phone, so I took the HD camera out. But it looks like this was turn 3, and yeah, I got priority again. Yeah, so obviously I took it, and I did a bit of this, did a bit of that. I actually moved the Ard Boys that was locked in with those with the Spire Guard in the middle. I retreated them in combat to use as a second set of screeners because the Savage Orcs that were fighting against the Sword Masters were, you know, they were decimated basically. So you needed another unit of screeners there. During my hero phase, yeah, just moved around this and that. I failed to cast Arcane Bolt, which I would have I would have targeted that Sky Warden. But I think no, actually, yeah, I did get it off, but it was dispelled, unbinded by that Archmage. So yeah, yep, that's what happened. And I had a unit of brutes that were sitting at the back, and unfortunately I rolled the 1 for them with the mystical terrain, so they couldn't do anything, and they were ready to get in there and chop the Illyrian Reavers, which was hanging out at on my territory. They were ready to take them down, but yeah, rolled a 1. So again, I pulled in with the brutes, with the Sword Masters here. Now that the Shadow Warriors are gone, because the last couple ran away. Yes, they did. As you can see, I've got that chariot at the top of your screen there, so it's moved around. Savage Orcs have moved back, and that War Chanter has finally moved in place to claim that objective. And yeah, and the Mega Boss in the middle is within 3 inches of that objective. So now I'm getting 2 points. So now, you know, we're on even terms. So basically, if I can get rid of that last Sky Warden on the left flank, then I should have this game sealed. But again, these Sword Masters are threatening, and as you can see, I've taken off the last Savage Orc there. So yeah, the Sword Masters have done the job. You know, they've beaten them up. That being said, the Savage Orcs did their own job, and they managed to hold them up, and hopefully long enough for me to steal victory.
Two, 4, 6, 8.
8.
8 minus 1.
Alright, fights. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
So 1 dies.
I got 1. I'll take that.
So let's go ahead and get rid of this guy and put the wound on him.
No worries. I got nothing else to attack with.
Right. So I think now you move it in 3.
Yeah, I knew I was going to do that.
Yeah,
I wanted to get all the Sword Masters.
It was inevitable, I think.
Yeah, you can't help. If I just hit them down here, then half of them are in combat.
That's it.
There's no point. It's going to have to take the hit.
Just making sure that's, yeah. So 2 of
They're
them.
not going to affect the outcome over here anyway, so.
Probably not. The command was on them. Okay. So multi-choppers is the boss. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. White dice needs 3.
Couple of ones.
Yeah, there's quite a few here. Below average. Not good. 3s. 2, 3.
3.
Yeah, no rents.
So 4 plus.
One.
Reroll, was it reroll 1? No, it's reroll all of them in the shield phase. Alright, so I get a 6 plus save.
Yep.
Today. So 1.
1 damage only.
Alright.
That's them.
What else? You got anything else? I got nothing else. I'm done. So that's it.
No, I'm done.
That's
I
all
should
the
have tried
combos.
there. Freaking hell. I was thinking, nah, this should be alright.
I would have thought they would kill 1 wound. Like I said, you might hang on 1. I was.
there anyway. Did lose 1 brute. So on a 6. Nope, that's a 1.
Good.
And that's it.
And I've got my sword masters here. So what's their bravery roll? Right there, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So not bravery 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I don't lose any.
Sure. Did you master one sinister?
Bravery 1. I lose 1 from the sinister. I just looked and I thought, yeah.
Yeah, it was just 1 no matter what. I was like, man. Alright.
Alright. Basically, if you win this priority,
I won priority. It's your turn.
oh shit!
Yeah.
It's like I've got to win this next turn. I've only got 1. Alright.
So I got
Hero
2.
phase. I'm going to have to attempt to cast this spell again.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a saving grace in a way. Need to get it. No.
No?
No. Yeah, 6. That sucks. No, well. This guy can't cast spells for crap. Metal my ass. You roll the wrong spell. I'm going to get the other guy out next time.
So yeah, unfortunately for Paul, he's managed to fluff the roll again for that elemental shield, or is it shield of... I can't remember the name of the spell, but it gives him that 6-up ward. And yeah, it's pretty much the writings on the wall. He's only got 1 wound left on that on the Sky Warden on the far left flank, and as you can see, he's moving his Illyrian Reavers up. He's going to try and support him as much as he can with shooting. Probably shoot the Ard boys. As you can see, I'm panning around a little bit. So yeah, again, he's got that awesome ability of being able to roll 2d6, and he adds that to his movement, and he can do that before he shoots. So he's well, pretty average. I think it was about 7, but enough to get him into range. But at least, you know, as long as you're forcing some sort of bravery test on your enemy, it's better than nothing. So even if you're peeling 1 or 2 guys off, obviously you'd need to know the bravery of your of the unit that you're shooting at. But yeah, a high roll will always remove some models, and sometimes, you know, removing those models is a difference between a win and a loss.
There you go.
3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just see how your save roll's going now.
6. So no rends, or we're looking at 4s?
You got 1.
Well, there's enough to kill
Kill a
one.
guy, kill a
It's
guy.
enough to kill a guy.
And that's what matters. Alright.
So again, another decent roll when it comes to armor saves for one of my guys. 1 was wounded already, so yeah, it removes the model. But yeah, only 1 got through, so that was that's pretty good.
I'm just gonna have to go here first. He needs to survive.
Yeah.
Try and if I kill 1 more guy, that's less attacks back. So
It's true.
So we'll start with my boss, the Sky Warden. Let's have a look. So I've got 3 hitting on 4s. He doesn't hit at all. That's a good start. Hit on 4s for that one. Nope. And hit on 3s for these ones. 2. Wound on 3s. 2 wounds minus 1 damage.
5s. Oh, there's 1 guy. Oh, should I take the easel off? Don't need him anymore. Because I can't pile it in.
They're all in.
Okay.
That's all they got.
Let's go ahead and do the brutes first.
Yeah.
Before they die. Okay. Go hacker first.
Go hack it away.
Yeah, I could have easily chosen the Ard boys to fight next, but instead I decided to do the brutes because, you know, the Swords Masters would just chop them in half. So might as well get the attacks while I still can, and save the best for last.
Hey, Tink. Normal guy. 3's to wound. There's 2 at -1.
2, so 5s.
These are just 1 damage each.
Oh, 1 each. Alright.
See, that's why the Gore Hacker would have been good, because he didn't get that spell off. Boss man, nope.
Yeah, bloody. Can't really get spell.
His Brute Smasher. Oh my god.
Nice.
That was terrible.
Is that it?
That was it.
Alright, this guy will pile in.
Only killed 2.
And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the brutes and 3 on the other guys. So we'll do against the art boys first.
Daddy,
Yeah.
I'm going to show you something.
3.
Daddy, I want to show you something now.
What's that? That's a flower.
Reroll 1s. I had a 1.
Yeah, that's fine.
Didn't miss.
Daddy, look.
What's that?
3s to wound. 3 at -1.
3 and -1.
This is on the
On the
Hard
hard
boys.
boys, yeah. -1, so looking at 5s. Well, that's 1 dead.
oh, 1. That's a bonus. So we've got 2, 4,
And 1
6,
carries over. Yeah.
4, 5. So I got 5 guys. That means 10 plus 1, 11. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3s. No 1s. Lots of 2s. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. 3s again. Oh, come
Oh,
on.
man.
3.
3?
Yeah, 3 on the brutes.
That was cruel. Okay, -1, so
-1.
5s. 1 dead anyway.
Oh, I've got 1. Better than nothing. Right, they're done. Your turn. Here we go.
Okay, now I've got to do this.
You have to. That's the
I've got to do that. I've got to do it. Come on, man. Come on, boys.
You got 1 wound, mate. Come on. I know where I'm putting the Phoenix Stone next time.
Alright, so now we're going to do the combat that really matters, and that's the Art Boys versus that Sky Warden. Now it's only got 1 wound left, and fortunately for me, he didn't get that spell off where he rolls a 6 for every wound.
Yeah.
But then again,
So if I can get this guy,
still gonna forgot that out.
yeah, it should be the game sealer.
-1 for it. Oh, yeah.
Every attack against him is -1.
Yeah.
Why can't you give it to one of these guys?
Be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's so much better than the order book. The
Yeah.
order space, the next one. It's like,
No,
we
it's still
took
gonna-
these ones and we've made them better, but it still doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, it's terrible.
This is gonna hurt to survive. Come on, boys.
That's not good.
Come on, boys. Hold in there.
See, I'm removing more dice than I am keeping on the table.
I know the feeling. Even
3s.
with 3s, he's still removing
Yeah,
more.
see, look at that. Oh my lord.
Oh.
Oh my lord.
I got those 6+ saves.
And
this
that's
time,
true. That's
So what do we got here?
So there's no rend on these?
No rend on any of those. Alright, so that's a 5+. Re-rolling. 1 fail, I'm dead. Not 3 1s!
This is close.
They hate me.
Oh man. Oh, just the one.
How if I hadn't a save? Oh man.
Go roll a dice for me, see if a little bit is 6. Oh, still.
Oh, it was close, it was close.
It was, man. You know what? He held him up.
Oh, you know what? The armies performed better than I thought. So far. I've picked some wrong targets. But that's how part of
And there it is. I mean, it took a while to take down that Sky Warden. Yeah, just that rerolls to hit. I mean, sorry, the rerolls to armor save. Plus a couple of rounds where he was getting that 6-up ward save. It helped big time because, yeah, I mean, I would have killed him on his turn. That means he wouldn't have got any points. It would have sealed the deal a lot sooner. But I mean, he's still got a chance to maybe wipe out some of my guys. We're gonna roll for priority, or battle shocks first, and then we're gonna roll for priority.
Alright, we'll do
And
priority
then,
because, like you said, that
see
is
how we go
possible.
from there.
I'll do my battle shocks first because I might lose another guy there. So I'll do the brutes. Brutes are fine.
Brutes are good.
These guys are inspired.
They're good then.
These guys, I might lose one.
Yeah, we got 2, didn't I?
I might lose one. Oh no, wait, you're not. I'm not enlisted anymore, am I?
No, because
So we
I'm
good.
not there.
Okay.
Has to be the enemy there.
Your sword masters were at -1 bravery.
It was 9 before. It'll go back to 8, 7. I'm on 7 this time.
Yep.
Lost 2, 4,
No, you're good.
5, 6. I'm good. Alright, so we'll do priority.
Yeah.
If you win, I think we'll check. I think you've got it. If I win and I've got to potentially to kill this thing,
Yes.
it could make a difference.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. I've got 2. 1.
5.
Oh, you
Yeah.
win.
Okay. This is
Alright,
this is what I'll do. I'm gonna.
So there's 2 turns left, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're going to get 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, and I might get more there.
And even if you bring, I
Yeah.
can't win.
You're only up by 3. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because 2 of the last 2.
Because you got those 2 just before I was going to score with
Yeah.
them. So that's unlucky. But no, it's alright. It was good.
That was a good game, man.
Yeah, it was. They performed a bit better than I thought.
Yeah, they did really well. They did really well.
It's now it's a matter of.
So yeah, there's the handshake. We've sort of figured it out. It was inevitable that I'd score more at the end. He's really got that Archmage to try and knock off the Oracle Mega Boss, and yeah, that's not going to happen. So yeah, I would have moved the Shaman closer to the left objective.
That's what made it hard.
Even if he did manage to wipe out the Brutes with the Swordmasters, along with the Ard Boys, I still have the War Chanter there to take that objective. At least score 1 or 2 points here or there. So yeah, the writing was on the wall. So yes, it was a major victory to the Ironsplitterz army. And yeah, it was a good victory. First time playing Swifthawk Agents. Really enjoyed it. I think the army will do really well. I mean, it's a very maneuverable army. This is Paul's first time playing it as well. So if he gets a couple more games under his belt, he's going to know more of their buffs. He's going to remember all the synergies, all the stats. And I think he'll do all right. Actually, he didn't do too bad today too. It was just that, yeah, I think, look, he made a really aggressive push at the start, but as he may have mentioned in this video, he needed to and to put me in the back foot early, which he really did. I mean, he scored 3 points straight away on the first turn. If I didn't get the double turn on round 2, he would have scored 6. And yeah, that would have put me in the back foot early. Obviously, you don't want to dig yourself in too much of a hole in these games because it's hard to catch up on points. I do have more heroes, but yeah, he would have just he would have used the Swordmasters to take down more of my screeners, and obviously the Spire Guard would have been there to hold up that middle objective and have his High Warden, which was on that Griffin, to hold up that objective even longer. So yeah, it was a really good game. It was always good. Always good to have practice games.
That's why I said to myself, I need 2 screeners.
But yeah, that's the end of this video. So again, if you like the long format, give us a like, subscribe, tell all your mates about it. Hopefully I can put out some more content and more games in the near future. Trying to set up some more practice games sometime this week or next week before Cancon, which is on the long weekend, which is the last weekend of January. So yeah, until then, happy gaming everyone.